Welcome back to my channel. I'm Brenda from KBW Bargains, and I wanted to share a haul that I had just last week from the Goodwill bins. I picked up some great items. Let me show you just a little bit of them. So I got actually 3 full IKEA bags. I'm really excited about this because I average about $1.50 per item. And I'm really excited for this backpack. I haven't looked it up yet, but usually I pick up Camelback hydro packs pretty regularly, but this is actually a good backpack. So I'm really excited for that. I usually do outdoor apparel, so I'm really excited for that. And I found some new brands that I think will do great, and so I wanted to share those with you. And I'm going to go through them underneath my lights back here that I do all my listing under. These are nice big bright lights where I can go over my items to make sure I didn't miss any flaws, stains, or rips or tears. Make sure the items are in quality condition before I post them. And I post on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. And so I will show those items with you, and I'll go through them in just a sec. All right, I just got done going through all of my items, sorting through the ones I wanted to show you. The first one is a Filson button-up flannel shirt. The keyword was Alaskan Guide shirt. It is a cotton, and they were listing 25 to 45, which I was happy. I always have the best luck with Filson. I wish I could find more of it, but it is a kind of a bolo for me because I don't find it very often. And it sells for about 25 to 45. The range it was selling for was about $39.95, but I'll list mine a little bit higher, probably about 40, 42, because I do put my store on sale and I do accept offers. So I try to go a little bit higher. Next is a Timbuktu, another item I wish I could find all the time. And this one's in perfect condition. It was just laying on top of the bag bin at the Goodwill bins. And I couldn't find any flaws. Usually there's a stain or something wrong with it, but this is in perfect condition, like it's never been used. And so when I looked it up, it went anywhere. Listing was $20 to $50. The majority of them were going for about $49.95, and some even went higher. Now this one actually was listed for $88, but it had this. That is the fabric that it's made out of. That was actually in the title. So I might do the same thing and try to go a little bit higher. I may list mine because they sell for anywhere between 30 to 50. And so I'll go on the higher end, and I'll probably list that for about $59.95 because I've had the best luck with Timbuktu and those messenger size bags. And I usually sell them for about $39.95. But I'm going to list this one a little bit higher. I'm going to try and go $49.95 or $55.95 because like I said, I do take offers and I have my store on sale. Then the next item is Cody James. Now this is, I've been researching and looking up cowboy boots because in our bins, there's been quite a few of them. This is in really good condition. I think that if I put some leather repair on here and buff it down, that it will turn out nicely. I don't see any cracks, any holes or anything. And this part is in great detail. And I don't see, because usually you can see where it's peeling or it's coming off. That's usually with the faux leather. This feels like actual leather. And then inside, I'm not sure if you can see the inside of that, but it says Cody James. And it does say that it's a size 4, and it has a style number, which is great. I can put that in the title. And it does say a leather foot. And so these are really nice. And when I looked these up, they were listing for $20 to $30. These are a kid size, I would assume a size 4. And the bottoms look good. I'll wash these up really nicely and put some leather finishing on this, leather detail cleaner on here, which will make them look really nice. But there were some that were worn down in the pictures. And so I'll list mine for about $29.95, see what I can get from that. And the next item I have is Gramsini. This is the label. I've never seen this or picked it up or at the bins or anywhere that I've go sourcing. So this was a new one for me, and I love finding new items that I've never heard of. And when I looked it up, I did see it was going for about $30 to $50. Now they were just showing pants where I looked up, and I don't know what you would call this, but this is a knit. And I don't know if I would call it sweatpants. These are more like casual pants. They do zip up and button, and they do have a buckle, and again, that logo is shown on there. And so when I put in knitted fleece pants, because that's what most of them are going for. It went anywhere. I saw two of them listed for $30 to $50, and then there was two that sold for $40 to $50. And so I'll probably list this because this is a new item for me. I'll probably list it at $49.95, take offers from there. But this was a really nice item. And when it comes to finding comps, you can put in something. It'll give you maybe, it'll say there's four that are found. But if you look down further, it'll say with extra descriptions, it'll show like a bunch of them underneath that are similar to yours. So I can never zone in or find out the exact numbers. And even when you're go to the sold, it will do the same thing. It'll give you like 3 or 4 that sold, and then it'll show you something similar. And sometimes I will find my item down in that lower section. So I'm not quite sure if these, I would not consider these sweatpants. When I think of sweatpants, I think of more lounge pants or pull-on, but this is buckled. It does have a zipper and it does button up. It does have front pockets and back pockets, almost like just like a regular pair of pants. It's a straight leg, which I'll use all those descriptions in there. And so it's just a new item that I found, a new brand that I found. I hope that works out, and I'm hoping to get some good money for them, because I'd like to get my sell price, or my ASP, I believe, the average sell price, up a little bit higher. And so I'm hoping I'm going to do that with that item. And the next item, which I'll have to get down here. Now this is Cloud Veil. It is a jacket that I've only come across once before. And I live in a tourist town where there's hiking, biking, mountain climbing. We've got 2 mountains that we can go skiing and snowboarding all year round. And so this gentleman said he did he climbed Mount Everest. And so you see a lot of North Face and those kind of brands, and Patagonia. This is Cloud Veil. And when I looked it up the first time, I was like, whoa, that's a brand I've never heard of or seen. And I'm glad I did. And now I look for it. And when I saw this in the bins, I knew exactly what it was. And so I picked it up. And I looked at the list. I didn't even have to look or check the comps when I was there. Now this is a Cloud Veil full zip jacket mint. It's a soft shell. And I believe it has, nope, it doesn't have a fleece lining. But there was one exactly like mine that sold for $59. But the majority of them were listing for about 40 to 50. And there was 55 listed. And there was 38 that sold. And they were selling anywhere between 30 to 50, and there was a few that actually sold higher, but I'm going to list mine about $49.95. Now this is just a black full zip jacket. It does have hook and loop adjusted cuffs. It does have the embroidered logo on the back, and it does have a zip chest pocket. But I would consider this a soft shell, and it went very well for me. Last time I sold it for some good prices. I think it was $45 I sold the last one. It was somewhat similar to that. So I'm going to hope to repeat that with that item. And the next one is this camelback backpack that I was showing when we first started the video. And it's got a frame. It's got a metal frame. I was really excited about this. But there was nothing wrong with this backpack, and it's got a metal frame in the back. It is a Sundowner 22, and when I looked this up, I found the exact same one, and it sold for $49.95. So I was really happy with that. Now there was 8 listed, anywhere between $50 and $60, and there was 2 sold, and they're 2 exactly like mine. One's the exact color. The other one I think was a black, and it sold for $44 and $49. So I'll probably I'm going to list mine a little bit higher, just for the idea that there was some going for close to 50. I'm going to go probably 49 or 55 and take offers and do store sales. But I think that will come in nicely for the hiking season that's coming up on us. There is tons of hiking in my area, so I think that'll go fast. I've even debated whether to do that on Facebook or not. Now, the last item I wanted to show you was crate and barrel tree ornament. Now, when I looked this up, I thought when Kevin first brought it to me, I thought it's Christmas. that's going to sit around for a while. But they're selling currently, they were selling just this month in April. So, but when I looked it up, because down here at the bottom, it says ornament tree. And a lot of them were showing with the boxes, and it shows without the ornaments, just the tree goes anywhere from, it was kind of crazy. The tree by itself sold anywhere from $25 to $44. Now there was ones that were a complete set where they showed it with ornaments on the side. Now if I open this, I'll show you that on the inside, and when I looked at it at the bins, I was thinking it was kind of weird because on this, now these are some ornaments, but this one actually has a price tag already on it for $29. So I think these were sold separately. This is just the ornament tree, and this sells for $34.95. And so people, just the tree alone was going $25 to $44, and without the ornaments. Now with the ornaments, there was one that sold for $124. Excuse me, $135. There were people asking with the whole set $70 to $124. So that's where I'm going to start. Whoops, at $135 for the whole set. Have it on sale, take some offers. But I think that's what it was to originally was just the tree by itself, and then someone must have bought these separately and they were just stuck into the box. And so I'm just going to sell it as a complete set and not sell them individually. And we'll just go from there. Hopefully this will sell before Christmas. I know there's Christmas in July, so maybe that'll work. But I'm just going to go ahead and list it now. All right, that's all I have for this video. But if you enjoyed this type of content, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to get notifications for my next video. If you have anything to add to these brands or any suggestions, please leave them in my comments. Until next time.